Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm going to do this a little bit different today. I'm going to do this without any notes because I want to first apologize. The review is very late. This was a very lazy but work-filled weekend, and I just did not feel like recording. I did watch it on Friday night. Saturday is usually the day I go out into the world, do my little bit of shopping, whatever I have to do. I usually do that on Saturday. I did that this Saturday, and when I got home, I did not feel like recording. Yesterday was the lazy day. It was Sunday. I think I got up and I don't think I did anything. I just started Netflix and chilling something, like binge watch Netflix. I'm into this show called The Last Kingdom on Netflix, and it's 4 seasons. So I was just sitting there all day watching Netflix. I did do taxes. I had to do a few tax returns this weekend. I think I did those on Sunday. So I just did not have time to record, and when I did have the time, I just was in a lazy mode. So I'm about to do it right now. I'm on my break. I have to run out to my actual office today and pick up some things to work from home later on this afternoon. So I said, let's get this out. No notes, no time to rewatch and take good notes. I just have a few things to say about RuPaul's Drag Race this week. Anyway, let's get into it. First, the formula of this show is starting to become very predictable and boring. You can't come this season off of last season with no drama. Like last season, I don't like when the queens fight. I don't like when they get into it. But you need some kind of drama to move the show along outside of the typical storylines. And last season, you had Silky, who wanted to be the star of the show, and that's what she did for herself. She didn't care what kind of drama she got into. She was on Team Too Much. She wanted to be the star. You already brought Vanjie back, who has a huge personality of her own. Then you had a love story in there because Vanjie was hooking up with Brooklyn. And then you had Messy Akira, and I love Akira, but Akira stirred the pot. And then you had Evie Oddly and an array of other girls, Plastique, and everybody else, who didn't mind giving it to Silky when it was time to sit down and shut the fuck up. I'm sorry for cursing. But, they didn't mind calling the ladies out on their BS, which made the show more interesting, and it made Untucked very interesting. They didn't even show Untucked this week because I believe the ladies have nothing to talk about. Somebody gets voted out. This is truly best friends race, not drag race, because everyone cries. What happened to, okay, we said, this is everyone's dream. Everyone wants to be here. You want to be there, so why are you crying? Okay, they got voted out, but somebody has to get voted out if you want to be number one. For the level of drama and entertainment, this season is starting to become a bore. And I don't know if it's because of the editing they have to do for Sherry Pie, but it's starting to be a snooze. So let's get into the mini challenge. They got to dress up like cats. I don't know why they was playing this litter box. It's starting to just become product placement, advertisement, promotion, and do a little mini challenge so Ru and Wild Wonder and VH1 can get a little bit of piece of check. Because I'm sure these ladies ain't getting no piece of check for doing all this little product promotion. Whatever kind of kitty litter they had to, whoever was the funniest in the kitty litter won. It was Jackie. Okay. I got a little bit hee-hee ha-has in there. Some people was straight trash, but Jackie, her little Eartha Kitt, she killed it. So Jackie won the mini challenge. Moving on. Today is a debate. The challenge is a debate. We're looking for the best drag president. Okay, it's an opportunity for them to read, shade, and just give a little bit of personality improv. Okay, so in the workroom moment, Ru brought out Raven. I love Raven. She does fashion photo reviews, the toots or the boots, with Raja. And I believe they said Raven does Ru's makeup. I believe it's makeup because It was Delta who used to do her hair. I don't know. But I love Raven. She was always a funny queen to me. She's quick with the wit, with the shade. I like Raven. I did not like her outfit at all. The tuck looked awful. Moving on, but her face was beat and the hair was laid. I love Raven dresses her ass off. I love Raven. Moving on. They walked around the room. They had a little banter with the ladies, what to do, what not to do. The main thing they were trying to express is, this is RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't take it too serious. You really not running against 45 in 2020. This is to make me laugh. And a lot of them fell short. When we get to the challenge, this little debate they had to do, it was not funny. And I'm going to say this off top. Jackie, to me, this was Jackie's challenge to win. She's the comedian of the group. She's the one with all the jokes. She slayed the mini challenges when you have to be funny. So I was looking for Jackie to take this and run with it. Where Jackie failed, which is what they told her, where she failed is your setup for the debate, your outline was all one joke. You needed to take it to different levels, or you needed to just be outright outrageous with thinking you running for president or candidate. I mean, the first time you said it was a hee hee ha ha, but I agree, it flatlined. Like after the second time, it was like, okay, moving on. But to me, Jackie did not do the worst. Let's go through them real quick. They said Widow was the angry politician, which she was, and Widow was biting, because I remember Heidi was the one who read Jackie about her beard first, and then Widow was the one who jumped in, which they showed on the preview of how could you defend this country from XYZ, whatever she said, when you can't even defend yourself from your 5 o'clock shadow. That was a funny read in the previews, but it was not funny on the show because Heidi gave the read first. Widow did come off very angry, but to me, I got a few chuckles with Widow. Widow, to me, did not do the worst. Moving on. Heidi. Heidi was hilarious, but Heidi was very quiet in background. She did not deserve, Heidi wasn't in the bottom, and I'm not saying what I'm saying about Heidi to say she deserved to be in the bottom. She deserved to be safe, but I wish she would have been more vocal. She did do a lot of, oh, clutch my pearls. I can't believe it. Like, she was playing her role. She was being the more professional, and when she did speak, Heidi is hilarious. So Heidi did good. Jada, I love Jada. Jada could have won this challenge for her runway alone. But at first, I thought Jada's character was to be the bitchy politician, because she started off saying she was here for all the bitches. And I was ready, because I knew Jada was getting ready to read. And then when we got deeper into the debate and she was confused, at home, I took it as Jada doesn't know how to improv, or they would bat her a question and she didn't have an answer. So she turned to, what are you talking about? Look over there. And I just was like, oh, Jada. I didn't get the confusion, because to me, when you stepped on the stage and you talking about you representing the bitches, bitches ain't confused. They know they point and they here to give it to you clearly. So I didn't get the whole confusion bit. I feel like they batted her that ball on the runway and she ran with it like, yeah, I was trying to be confused. Okay. I could have misunderstood. Get in the comments if I misunderstood. But to me, I took Jada's confusion as she didn't know how to hit the ball back when it was tossed to her. So she went to the whole look over there. But moving on. Jada still did. She did good. Like, when Jada wasn't into that look over there, I really liked Jada at the debate. Gigi was straight up trash. All Gigi gave us was The robot woman, what was her? I don't remember her name, from Snatch Game. It was just like, and then I was with the rest of the girls when he said, come out here and sissy that walk. No, ma'am, that was not a sissy that walk. Jada's debate was trash. I don't know how she escaped the bottom two yet again. Just put the crown on her head right now, Ru, because this is becoming boring. It's becoming boring because you're saving who you like. You're saving who you like when they clearly make them get down there and lip sync for their life. Moving on from Jada, Sherry was also trash. I don't normally even talk about Sherry, but I'm talking about her this week because I felt like Sherry deserved to be in the bottom two for this challenge because she went straight back into Katharine Hepburn and her jokes were not landing. They were not funny. I don't know how she was safe. But moving on, and then Crystal, she did the whole Ru loves a mullet, she loves the barge, so look at my mullet, I'm here for the party. I'm here for, they said Trixie did the, Lord, I'm sorry. I said I was going to quit calling her Trixie number 2. Crystal, bad. Crystal, to me, did a really good job. Like, Crystal could have been at the top. She was funny. She was actually there to debate. She actually was using drag references. And she played up to what she knows that Ru likes, which is the mullet. Now, number 2, I'm going to mention this real quick. Heidi. I hope you do change your name to Heidi Hydrates. I like that name. Like, that's a good name. I know Ru comes through the workroom and gives you all pointers and ideas. You have to quit stealing everything Ru gives you. You have to at some point show Ru that you have a mind of your own and that you can come up with this stuff on your own. Don't wait for Ru to come in and give you a script every week. But let's get into the runway real quick. The runway, I can pretty much give everybody a yes, ma'am. Jackie's, I love Jackie's Kaftan with the hijab of stars. I love that. Widow, I would just give Widow a ma'am. She's not a no ma'am, but I felt like I seen that black dress with the white stripes. It was stars and stripes. A lot of people interpreted that to be the American flag. Widow interpreted it to be exactly stars and stripes. And she did a more of an homage to the Black Panthers, to civil rights, the Black rights movement. I appreciated the theme of your look and what it stood for. But I just felt like I seen the dress before and it wasn't your best. It just wasn't your best. So moving on. Heidi killed it. I love her swing skirt. The boots. Yes, ma'am, Heidi. I loved it. I love the hair. The hair with that little old school 50s. I don't know if that's 40s or 50s bang with all the loose body wave curls. Loved it. Gigi was George Washington. I almost want to give that a no, ma'am. One, Gigi has been wearing a lot of the same silhouettes in different costumes, but I ain't gonna read Gigi too much. Her tuck was amazing. Like, Jeff was looking at her tuck like, damn, that was an amazing tuck, Gigi. Okay, George Washington. And when she took the hat off, it was definitely a no, ma'am. Some was misshapen with that wig, but moving on. Sherry was the white trash. We seen that before. Eureka did that runway before, and Eureka did it better. So that was a no, ma'am. Crystal's, it was team too much, but I loved it. Like the jacket and the hat alone. Crystal wears stuff that I want to snatch off of her and put in my closet. Her fashion is very, what's the word, hodgepodge, like very mixy, matchy, and over the top, and just stuff people would normally not wear. And I wouldn't wear all of it together like Crystal puts it together, but that hat and that jacket I would snatch off and put on with a white tank and some jeans, and I'm out to the barbecue. Okay, Crystal got a yes, ma'am. Jada, And they said Jada made that herself. Jada snatched the runway down in that bodysuit, cat suit, because it was pants. It was the shoulders with the stars shooting out of the shoulders, the placement of the stars, the fit. I wish I had a picture to show y'all, but y'all watched it. Jada could have won the challenge for the runway alone. Now, who won? Jada won. Jada did win. Congratulations, Jada. This was your second win. I'm here for Jada. I've always been here for Jada. But the two people who were in the bottom two to me, I've already said it. I don't think they should have been there. Widow and Jackie were in the bottom two. To me, they were not the worst. Sherry and Gigi were the worst. But this is RuPaul's Save My Favorites race. It is, because Gigi should have been in the bottom plenty of times. It's been plenty of times where a lot of people should have seen that bottom. Like, back in the day, Nikki Doll should have went home way before she did. Like, at some point, Ru, you're going to have to put Gigi down there. And at some point, if Gigi is going to be the winner, because I feel like I said, just put the crown on her head. If Gigi is going to be the winner, whenever you all do this, you know, whenever we can come out of quarantine and y'all can put together an event to do the live Final Four, because it's a live lip sync for your life, she's going to have to beat two people to win this. And either you won't put her down there when she deserves to be down there because you think you don't have confidence in her lip sync that she can beat a Widow, or even last week she would have had to beat Widow. But she got to beat somebody to get this crown. And Sherry should have been down there. Sherry should have been in the bottom two. You could have sent Sherry's ass home this week and you wouldn't have to keep putting this disclaimer up there that she won't be in the top four, because the rumor is Sherry is was supposed to be in the top four. I ain't even seen Sherry do that much this whole season to deserve to be in the top four. But moving on, it was Widow and Jackie. Widow went home. Widow was stuck on Aretha Franklin. Widow just pretty much did, the song was Katy Perry, Fireworks. That's not Aretha Franklin. And Widow, maybe that's just a drag style. I don't know. But Widow fell victim to who did she send home last week? Jan. She was on Team Too Much, and she wasn't even doing cartwheels and flips. What Jan was doing, she was just over emoting. She was acting like Shaka Khan singing a Katy Perry song when she should have been more pop, bubbly like Jackie. Jackie killed it. I said Jackie is lip syncing down. So Jackie is safe. Let's talk about the celebrity drag race real quick. Number one, I didn't know anybody, none of those celebrities I had ever seen before. And I'm very behind on Riverdale, so maybe he's coming up in some seasons I might not have seen yet. I think I'm only on season 2. And I just watched that one, and ain't nothing else on Netflix for me to watch. But I didn't know that man. I didn't know the black man who was the comedian. And I think his name was Nikolai, whatever his name was, the one who was already used to being put in drag. I thought that was unfair, and I thought he was getting ready to snatch this little celebrity crown, but he did the worst. Now, one thing I will say, the little mini challenge they did on Celebrity Drag Race was trash. I hope the next 3 episodes are better with the mini challenges. But the snatch game they performed, it was definitely, it gave me the life that I missed from the regular RuPaul's Drag Race Snatch Game. Y'all already know what happened this season with Snatch Game. Oh boy, who did Chrissy Teigen, hilarious. The Lucille Ball was a fail. But I'm sorry, like I said, I didn't take notes today, but the young comedian who did Kevina as Kevin Hart in drag, every future drag racer, take notes from him. From him. You have to know your character to a point so when they ask you a question, you know something personally about their life where you could throw it back as a self-read in character and be funny. And it probably was easy for him. He was a comedian. It probably wasn't fair. But even the other little guy who did Chrissy Teigen, he's not a comedian, and he did a good job. He did a really good job. When they put him up in a drag at the end, I didn't think anybody really looked a mess. That one was what is her name? Scarlett O'Hara from last season, who was always in the mirror like this. That was Scarlett. That one who played Lucille Ball. Kevina, who did the female Kevin Hart, they showed a picture of his deceased mother. I understood all the emotions he gave when he first looked at himself, because he looked identical to his mother. That would make me emotional too. That would make me emotional too. And then even the tall guy from Riverdale, he looked good. He lip synced his ass off and he won. And that was it. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it because I love Drag Race, and I'm gonna watch anything they give. I can't wait for All Stars to pop up. And I've been meaning to watch, it's a show called Dragnificent, where it's kind of like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, but with drag queens, and they're redoing females. I recorded 2 episodes of that. I can't get into it, but it's on my DVR. I'm gonna try. And then I know it's something on, is it called We Are Here on HBO with Bob the Drag Queen, Eureka, and Shangela. I like them. I want to see what they're about on HBO. I'm gonna have to go on my HBO app and figure that out too. All right, y'all. I didn't talk way longer than I wanted to talk with no notes. So get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Next week is makeovers, and I feel like this is the setup to get rid of Heidi, because we know Heidi is just not that good. Don't say nothing shit. I love Heidi. I feel like it's the week they might try to send Heidi home, and I want to see Heidi in that top 4. All right, y'all. Subscribe, do all that good stuff, comment, and I will get with you all next week. I promise I will take notes and have more details, but I just wanted to get it out today. All right, y'all. Bye.